Oops. All right, so now we open new, give me a second. Oh, give me a second. So, no, sorry. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, where's one? Oh yeah, here. So, okay. So we click the new and then click the Python 3. Okay. So now, Pandas basic. So, first we import Pandas as PD. Okay. So PD. So now we first one let's create a series. Okay. So S is equal to, okay, what is series? Series is a one-dimensional labeled array. Okay. So can hold any data type. So S is equal to PD and then series. Okay. So I mean PD dot and then I press a capital S and then press a tab. Then you can see possible built-in functions command. Okay. Series. Open parenthesis and then bracket. The 3 command 85 comma 7 comma 4, right? And then we can what about next one? This is a 3 negative 4 5 7 4. These are data. I mean the column. Okay, the column data. So now we have to designate the what? Oh, index A. Okay, index could be number or any index also can be any data type. Can have any data type. So B. Yeah, B. Oops. D. D. Okay. So now, and then what if, yeah. So then to print out the series, you just press S. Okay. But what if series has too many columns? Okay. So they, you know, the it cannot be shown on the screen in just one page. Then we just type S dot head. Then that will show just first 5 row. Okay. Now next one. Okay. Then we data equals, and then not data equals. Yeah, data is equal to. Then now let's create a data frame. Okay, data frame 2-dimensional label data structure with columns of potentially different types. So data is equal to open curly parenthesis and then country. Okay, that's gonna be what the feature. Okay, first feature or first a column label. Okay, and then see, yeah, and in India. Okay, and then Brazil, and then capital. Next column label is capital. Bracket. Then Brussels, then New York, and then New Delhi. Sorry. And then let me see, Brasilia, LI. Yes. Next one, population. Mm, 1 1 90 90 864 864. 130 317 1035. The 20 70 78 4 7528 7528. Okay. Yeah. Once we let me see that. Okay. Once we define the data, now using the data, we create the data frame. dd data frame data columns. Okay. Should be index, right? I mean index of data. So country, not index, sorry, the column labels, right? Asians. Yeah, and the df. Yeah, this is how to create data, but normally we don't create data because normally we import data. Okay, so how can you import data? By the way, so I told you, let me tell you again because it's gonna be really confused. So 0, 1, 2 are called the index, okay, and then each row are called the examples. Okay, first row is called the example. Second row, third rows are called example 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the country, capital, population, these are called the features. Okay, or column label. And then the column data: Belgium, India, Brazil, and then the Brussels, New Delhi, and the Brasilia. Then the population. These are column data or attribute. Okay, attribute. So I think you see that there are a lot different terminology used in data science. Okay, so now how can you import the data? Okay, so see input read the CSV. So CSV is one of the data type. Okay, I mean file format, data file format, like a Excel, XLXS, right? Something like this, or TSV, CSV, TXT, text file, something like this. So then let's see, BW is equal to so give me a second. To import data, you need to save some data in the folder, right? So for me, give me a second. So I create the data folder. Okay, so where these data where you can find these data, this should be in the Blackboard. So go to the Blackboard, give me a second, course materials, and then you see Python. Give me a second. I think assignment, sorry. Data for Python lecture. Okay, so give me a second. Yeah, so this is right. Okay. How can I show this? So anyway, you just can you see that? Can you see that, right? You're seeing, right? So go to the assignment, okay, and then click the data, okay, and then uh, click the data for Python lecture. Yeah, I think I had to put post this one in the course material, not assignment, but I think by mistake I posted that data in the assignment. But please download it, okay, and then the unzip, and then move the folder inside the folder where your Jupyter Notebook IPython file is located. Okay, so right here, data, right? Okay, so now back to here. So now I'm gonna call the bicycle what's it called? My bicycle weather. So PD, and this is PD, and then read CSV, and then the data slash, and then bicycle. Yeah, just yeah. If you just I mean, if you correctly moved the data folder into the folder where this Jupyter notebook the file is located, then once you type B and then press tab, then Jupyter notebook gonna automatically recognize the file name. Then you're gonna find out the file starting from the capital letter B. Okay, so here, and then press enter right here. But we're gonna figure out we imported say correct the data, right? So with BW and the head. Okay. So we see the 5 row times 26 columns. Yep. Now then, give me a second.
Dr. Kim.
Yes. Okay.
Where do you move the folder to again?
Oh yeah. So let me change the Jupyter's file name. Okay. Let's see. Pandas lecture. Okay. So now then, you see that Pandas lecture here? This file is in my Python lecture folder, right? So I moved the data folder. You see the data folder? I moved the data folder inside the Python lecture folder. So you need to move the data folder into the folder your Python, Jupyter notebook is located.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, okay, so let me do this. I know, so that's not the only solution, but it's convenient. And then, yeah, so, okay, now then,
I have a question.
yes.
Can you scroll back up a little bit? So,
Mhm.
what, can you scroll to the left of the fourth line, like just so I can see what's at the beginning of that?
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, gotcha.
Okay, you good?
Yes,
Mine
sir.
still gave me an error for like trying to load that file for some reason. Like I moved the folder to where all of the Pandas basics is.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved the data into that, and then it popped up. It just says file not found still.
Then can you see?
Okay, so yeah, right there where you are,
Mhm.
mine, it like extracted all the every single data file out of there. Is that fine? Like it has a list of them.
Then in that case, then you don't have to type data slash. You just say this.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
But I recommend you to put all the data file in the data folder. So
Okay.
is it okay? So now let me see. Okay, now then. All right. So yeah, we'll see. We're gonna do lots of things about this data. Okay, later. Okay, because I'm covering pandas basic. So the next one, how can you then save data, I mean write to CSV file. Okay, so write to CSV file, then BW is equal to df to CSV. Okay, and then data, then slash, and then BW CSV. Okay, that's the command. The next one, and then read Excel. Okay, so in the data, by the way, go to data, we see, can you see the SAT 2018 XLSX Excel file? I want to load that data. So see, okay, here, read Excel. Okay, then SAT is equal to PD dot read EXCL. By the way, so if you're using Colab, then you need to upload the data file. Okay, so keep in mind this. Excel, and you got it. So let me open the Colab. So Colab, right? Colab, yeah, Colab right here. Colab. Okay, so now Colab, see file. I mean context, connecting, editing. I mean no file. New notebook right here. Let's see, open new notebook, and then section. Yeah, not no section. Okay,
Hey,
file.
Dr. Kim,
Yes.
do we need to be doing this stuff in Collab as well?
No, you don't have to, because you install the Jupyter Notebook. You don't have to do collab.
Okay.
Yeah, just yeah, I know. Some of the guys couldn't install, had a problem installing the Jupyter Notebook, so they're using collab. So
Okay, but we need to open a new notebook.
you don't need to. Okay. So now here, oh yeah, so click the folder file here, and then you see upload session storage. Yes. Let me see, refresh. Yeah, upload. Okay, so data, machine node, and then machine learning, no, not machine learning, extract data, and then bicycle, weather, open. Okay, now new session. What's this new session? No, I don't need new session. Okay, so now then BW is equal to PD. Oh no, import. What am I doing? Okay, so this is for the students who are using Colab. Okay, let's see, import index as PD. Okay, and then BW is equal to PD dot read CSV. Okay, and then bicycle. BW. Okay, so now you see that, right? And then how to write? Right? You see? Oops, sorry. Yeah, I got a message from. Oh. Yeah, okay, so sorry. Yeah, my student Carmen got a internet problem. Okay, so oh, okay. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. Well, definitely I'm recording, yeah, so the lecture video, so don't worry. Sorry for Carmen. Okay. Yep. Okay, so now you got it, right? So here in the how to write the code, and the BW is equal to df then 2 CSV, and then what bw.csv here. Oh, let me see. Oops. Yeah, df is not defined, right? Oops. Df is not, it's actually, yeah, I didn't define df. Df was, yeah, df was what, this, right? df. Yeah, I didn't define the df, that's why I got error. Okay, so now yeah, so back to here. So how can you open the excel file? Then use the pd with the excel, and then data backslash, and then sat 2018. Yeah, and then sat dot head. Okay, so actually, yeah, so yeah, okay, so I mean, I want to figure out, okay, just I want to figure out the size of the SAT. How many examples in that file, then sat.info. And then you can see that because there are 51, yeah, definitely 51 examples, right? So see that 51 entry, 0 to 50, okay, total 51, total 5 columns. So it means that the 5 features. Okay, I mean 5 feature and then 51 examples, or we can say 5 columns and then 51 entry rows. Okay, so this is matrix 51 by uh, 51 by 5, right? So all right, and then you can see that here, non-null. That means all the entries are filled with the data. Okay, there is no type the NaN, you know, non-data element. Okay, so entries. So and then type of the state. You see that each feature has a different. I mean, the state that features data type. Oops, is object. Object. Okay, is not a number, real number. Object, and then
Hey, Dr.
participations.
Kim.
Yes.
I didn't get the SAT 2018 file.
Same here.
Really?
Yeah, it's not in the folder.
Give me a second. Oh, give me a second. Oh, it's not here. Oops. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I'll post the that data file in the lecture note. Okay, in the Blackboard. So give me a second. So let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. I just the upload. I just upload data for Python lecture. Now you see that, right? Data for Python lecture. So go to the course material and then go to the Python lecture code, and then there's data for Python lecture. Okay, let's see. So download it and then override. Okay, override the 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 old data folder. Okay, and try it. So let's see.
You put it in the same one that it was before. Is that right? Or is that a different spot? It wasn't assignments, was it?
No, it wasn't. You go to course material.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Go to course material.
Yeah.
And then Python lecture code. There is data for Python lecture. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, yeah, the new files are working over here.
Okay, it's good. Okay. All right, so then we keep going. Okay. So now then, yeah, so yeah, float 64 means 64-bit the real number, okay? And then integer 64-bit integer, okay? 3 features have the integer 64-bit integer data type, and then 1 feature has 64-bit real number data type, and then objective. And then okay, so now next one. Let's see. Okay, so now next one is read multiple sheet from the same file. Okay, so read the L multiple sheet from the so XLSX is equal to PD that because sometimes Excel file has a multiple sheets, right? So Excel file, yes, and then data, okay, slash the reshaping data XLS. Once we import the Excel file first, and then ABC. I mean, so how can I open it? Give me a second. So let me see. Turn data. So now, yeah, you see the whoa, huh. Okay. So now this is the reshaping data Excel file. So as you can see that there are 3 sheets, right? ABC, INC, and the HIJ, INC, and the OPQ, right? Right there. You see. So now, give me a second. Close it. Yep. And then to the Google Chrome. So now I'm gonna import the ABC INC sheet. Okay, so that is equal to pd.read and then XL and then XLSX. That's the data imported from the Excel file, right? And then ABC. Oh, INC. And then ABC INC dot head. We're gonna see that. Okay. So yeah, as you can see that this that data frame has a lot of non-data entry, right? So NAM is non-data. So the size of this one is 5 times 30 columns. So
Dr.
not
Ken?
5 times. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Do you mind scrolling back up to the SAT part? It's still giving me an error.
Oh,
I'm just
really?
gonna see
Okay.
if I typed it in wrong.
Oh, yeah. Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It says it's giving me an import error for some reason.
Just check if you have that file SAT 2018 in there.
It's in my data file, so that's what's weird.
Yeah, so then just the take take capture screen and then post in the discussion board. Let me take a look at it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's not really important. So, because we're not gonna use the Excel data file. So now then next one. Yeah. So asking. Okay. I mean, if you need the figure out how to use the built-in functions, and you just help, and then what PD dot series, for example, series dot LOCs. Okay, then you can see how what's the meaning of definition of the built-in function, the LOC. Okay, so actually LOC, you see, exit. Give me a second. LOC. Yeah, this one is primarily label based, but may also be used with a Boolean array. So yeah, then to don't get it, just look at the examples. So data frames is created. Excuse me. So here's the data frame right there. Then df vi viper. Then that gonna call the maximum speed. I mean the column data attributes corresponding to the index viper. Okay, so example, that was example, by the way. And then selection. So I want to just select um, the column data from the data frame. So first one, selection. Excuse me. So now getting. So S. What's S? I mean, what was that? You see, we at the very beginning of the the Jupyter notebook, we declared the series S, right? This series is one label, one dimensional labeled array. Okay, so now we called S comma B. Okay, then we got my -5 or S comma C. It's not a big deal, right? Now what about DF? DF was data frame, right? So the DF, okay, and then 1 through, see, that means, what does that mean? This means the subset of a data frame. Okay. Keep in mind this. I told you last time, but is really important. So in a Python, the index, the always start 0. Okay, so 1 through, you see that here there is we didn't put any specific number right there after the colon. That means 1 through the end of the row. Okay, so end of the index, by the way. So then they're gonna call the first index, not 0th index. Okay, I mean they're gonna call the index actually second index, right? Second, because the index of first index of first row or first example is 0. Index of second row, in the index of second row is 1. Keep in mind this. So this is how to call it. And then now next one is selecting. Okay, then boolean, and then indexing, and sitting. So first one, we're gonna select by position. This is important. Okay, you need to keep in mind the built-in functions, what I'm going to cover from now. Okay, I mean the rest of them is quite important. Okay, so but from now on it's important. Okay, so we can call by position. Position means that we can the what call the column data by the calling the index of that column data. Okay, so now df.iloc. I means index. So ILOC kind of index location, kind of, okay? So 0, 0. Keep in mind this, index always start from 0, okay? So what do you expect that? 0, 0 is what? Then what? The Belgium, right? Belgium, right? This is the entry, column data located in 0, 0, right? So now, next one is df.iloc. What about we want to call the not just single column data, but the example or feature column, okay? So now ILC, and then we put double bracket and 0. That means what? Is this is the select the first row, first example or example, first row example. Then see that. Now next one. Let's see. Okay. That was what? This is select single value by row and column. By row or index. And then this one is what? Feature. Okay. Now, next one is df. Yeah. What about df.iloc and just 0? Okay. Then we'll call the what? All the select the first row. Okay, means the row index is 0 and return the row into column with the features. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Okay. So ILC without the, you see that here, look at the difference between two command, okay? So I put one more bracket right there, and then but I drop the inside the inner bracket here. Then this one return not only just what the first row, but also they gonna return the features, column name, column label. Okay, so this is a select the first row, okay, and return the row. Oh, question?
Oh yeah, Dr. Kim.
Yes.
My Mac's not reading some of the files and all that.
Yeah, so also yeah, not reading.
Yeah, it's not like picking them up when I would type in the code.
Okay, so yeah, so also capture capture your screen and then post in the discussion board. So I'm gonna help you. Okay, so just the follow the my lecture except for importing stuff. Okay. Now, okay, so now next one, yeah, next one is by label. Okay, by oh no, by give me a second. We got this. Let's see, not this one. Oh yeah, here now next one, df.iloc and then double bracket and then 0, 1. Okay. Now you see that here, the number inside the double bracket means the what row index, or you can simply say index. Okay, so 0, 1, these numbers 0 and 1 means what? Index. So index is 0, index 1, okay, or row index 0, row index 1. So they're gonna return all of the column data or attribute belong to what? In a row index 0, row index 1. Okay, so that's going to be select. Let's see, select multiple rows. Okay, manually select it. So that's going to be what? So yeah, here. Now then df, then I loc, and then colon to 3. Then what? Select the row selected by slice. Okay, what it means? Df, and then there's no number before this colon. That means what? The from the beginning of the index up to the what? 3 minus 1. Key minus. I told you last time, right? This is real, so but not up to 3, but 3 minus 1 row index. Okay, so this is select multiple rows selected by slice means that when you call the multiple the examples rows, okay, examples by using the colon is called slice. Okay, yeah, so this is not 0 1. Where is one? Yeah, so you see that here, the 3 minus 1 2. Yeah, we see that index, the last example, look at the index 2, right? So that makes sense. So now then df, and then I add 0 comma 0. Okay, yes, but by the way, in this example in df, index is exactly index here 0 1 2 exactly same as row index, right? So don't be confused. So now at I at that means what? Um that's the other another way to call the uh 0 comma 0 row index 0, and then the column index 0. Okay, so this is the
Dr. Kim,
yeah.
what's the differences between using IAT and ILOC?
IL.
What's the differences between using df.iat and .iloc?
Yeah, so for here, for me, for my experience, there is no big difference. So, but I think using the IAD, we cannot call the multiple examples. Let me try. So, it's 0. Does that work? Yeah. So, yeah, ILC can call the multiple examples, but I think IAD is just only we can use this one IAD for calling at just single value. Yeah. Or let me see. 0, did it work? Oh, oops. Yeah, so yeah. Okay. So both df.iloc and IAT, we have to input must be index. I mean column index, row index. All right. That's the same, but different thing is I don't think we can use this one to call multiple example. I mean row. Example means row, okay? Row. So let's see here. Now next one. Now by label. See in the data structure, you see that label, column label. You see the column label right here. So we can use a column label to call the column data, or excuse me, or combine with the index. Okay, so df dot in this case loc. Okay, now in I is missing. Keep in mind this, and then 0. That means what? Double bracket, and the number in the double bracket means index, right? Index number, row index. I mean, okay, 0, comma, and then call country. Country. See, that means what? This one call that command will return the all of the column data belong to the feature column. and then index 0. Row index 0 is 0 right here. Okay, so column labels. Okay, so now next one, df add. Yeah, so we can use this one. So simply 0, comma, oops, country. Okay, yeah. Okay. So now next one, Boolean indexing. Yeah. Bar. And then, okay. So what is this? This tilde, right? The tilde means negation. Okay, negation, and then s is greater than 1. Okay. So what does it mean? Just call all of the data that are well, not greater than 1, but less than or equal to 1, right? So this is the s where value is less than -1 or greater than 2. Okay. Give me a second. Is that? Oh no, greater than 1, right? Greater than. Sorry. Value is greater than. I'm sorry. Is not greater than 1. Okay. It means less than or equal to 1. So -5. Doesn't make sense? What is s? 3 -574. Oh yes, -5 is only the data. Only data where yeah, less than or equals 1. Yeah. Okay. So now what about this s? And then we can do this. Give me a second. S is less than -1, and means this. Okay. This is a vertical bar. It means s. And this is the same as the. I'm not saying. Yeah, greater than 2. So find the data in the series S where the value is less than -1 and greater than 2. Okay. Now then df, again df, what about the data frame? So how can he apply the Boolean, the data frame? So df, and then population. And then let me see, greater than 12, how many zeros here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So 12 billion, right? So this is just only one country, India. Yeah, no doubt. So okay. Now, next one. What about? Yeah, so we can call the. I mean, we can change the data. Okay. A in the series. I wanna update the data corresponding to index A in series S. 6. Okay. You know what? You see that the data has been changed, right? What about dropping? So I want to drop. Oh, this is drop. Then A, C. Okay. So drop values from rows. Okay. Then DF. What about the data frame? Div drop and the country. And then axis. There's one. Remember that? What's axis? Axis 0 is a row direction. Sorry, column direction is axis 0. Row direction. Sorry, row direction. Yeah, row direction is axis 0. Column direction is axis 1. Okay. So then what happened? Then we're gonna get. So country, that feature column dropped it, right? So now next one is sorting and ranking. So df sort index. Okay, good. Yeah, so then what? This one sort by label along an axis. Okay, so let me see. Sort index. So this is sorting by, in this case, index. Sorting by index. Okay. Or you can sort by feature column label. Okay, df, df, and then sort values, and then by is equal to, then open the country. Okay, so country, yes. So then since country is, attribute of the feature country, each data type is not flat 64, number, but a string, right? So they sorting by alphabetical order. Okay. Now, now rank. That's the assign rank to entry, like this. Okay. So let me see. Yeah. So give me a second. Yeah. So I think they use the. Give me a second. Let me see. Yeah. Give me a second. Oh yeah. Okay. I was confused with this one. Yeah. Let me see. I think we need to look at the DF. Okay. One here is just 1, 2. Yeah, this is right. Okay, 1, 2, rank 3. Okay. And then alphabetical order 1, 2, 3. Alphabetical order 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. So for the if data type is the float 64, real numbers, then definitely they're gonna rank by the amount of number, right? So and then other one string using alphabetical order. Okay. Yeah, and then retrieving, next one, retrieving series and data frame information. So DF, we want to figure out the size of the data DF, then DF, sorry, this one is basic information, okay, DF, shape. So that's the row and columns. 3 by 3, makes sense, right? 3 by 3, yeah. Number of examples, number of features. Keep in mind, this rows, examples, the column is, yep, columns is number of features. So now next one is summary. Yeah, DF and the sum. Yeah, they got this. Then country, the Belgium, India, Brazil. Yeah, so I don't know how to put single space between attribute, but okay. Anyway, I think they gonna just take a sum all all the attribute, but yeah.
Dr. Kim,
Yes.
is there a way to do a sum of just the third axis so you just get the total number?
I think is the episode sum, and let's see, what is this completion? Yeah, I think I didn't try yet, but let me try. Oh, okay, let me see. Was it no existing name population? Oh, okay. Okay, okay, so now let's see. Help dd, so not here. All right, so level below the okay. So this is MP some minimum count. Give me a second. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, let me do it using this. Hold on. Okay. Level equals okay. Still error. Yeah, let me figure out after class, and then I'll post in a discussion board. Okay. So
Okay, sounds good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't thought about this. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Here. And the next one. All right. So now minimum, maximum. Yeah. And just simply DF minimum and DF maximum. Yeah, right there. And then yes, the simplest way is this. I mean, yeah, okay. Now let me finish, this lecture. So now next one. Okay, let me create new data frame. So CO2 is equal to PD data frame, open parenthesis and open curly bracket, and then consumption. Okay, so here and then 10.51, and then 103.11, and then 55.48. Yeah. And then like CO2 emission. And 37.2, 19.66, and then 1712. All right. Okay, and the index AX is equal to work. Then read production product and beep, and then CO2 head. Yeah, so now, yeah, this one is 3x3. Yeah, not 3x2, 2x3 matrix, 3x2 matrix, right? So index pork, wheat product, beef, and the feature, we have two features: consumption, CO2 emission. Now, and then all the attributes are real numbers, plus 64, right? And then CO2 dot IDX MAX. What that means? This means that what the maximum index value.
Hey, Dr. Kim,
Yep.
could you slow down for like 1 second? This is a lot of typing.
Okay. So you want me to wait for a second?
Yeah, we're just catching up a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Index value, maximum index. Yeah, maximum index value. Yeah, so so IDX, MAX, that means they're gonna find in this case in here, they're gonna find which index has a maximum value in first feature and second feature. Okay. So for the consumption, that feature with product has maximum value. Okay. So it means with product, they consume 1 or 3.11. I don't know what the unit, but CO2. Okay. The CO2 emission, beef gonna wow, not 100, but 1,712. That's a lot. Okay. Can I keep going?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. Almost done. All right. So now, yeah, almost done. Not almost done. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So by the way, so yeah, I don't think I can finish all the commands in the lecture note, but yeah, you already know that, right? I did post this one in the Blackboard. So please complete, you know, the trying to run all the commands in the lecture note by yourself. The next class, I'm gonna cover the what this is Pandas basic, right? Next time I'm gonna cover the Pandas. Okay, so and then after that I'm gonna cover Matplot library cheat sheet. After that, so I think after that I'm gonna start from the machine learning. Okay, so we're gonna see real the real world project. We're gonna start from the real world project. Okay, so a lot of the complicated commands is you're gonna learn. Not you're gonna learn. You're gonna just use. Uh, then after that, we're gonna study the mathematical background. Okay, of that machine learning. Okay, so now let's see. CO2, IDX, MAX, and then what about minimum? Then CO2, IDX, MIN. Right? So it's not a big deal, right? So now next one is, give me a second. Next one. And then TS and then data. Let me, this is test data. Let me create new data frame, okay? So calculus is, is 97 and 34 and 56. Okay, all right. And then statistics is 56, 87, and 99. Right. And then TS and then DF is equal to PD and then data frame. Okay, then TS and then data, and then column is what? Calculus. Oop. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and then TS, DF, or TS DF. Okay. Okay, and then TS, and then DF, and then IDX, MAX. Okay, TS data is not defined. Okay, TS, this is TSDF, right? TS and DF. TSDF is not defined. TSDF. Oh, TS data, this is right. Then this is the TS data is right. Then deduction operation argmax not allowed for this type. Okay. So what did I wrong? Give me a second. This and this statistic columns and TS data, T data. This should be lowercase. Yeah, lowercase. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is I use a lowercase letter c, right? In the when you made it, when I made a feature, right? So I put this lowercase c, lowercase s in here. Okay, now then CO2. Okay, I mean, look at this. For here, let me see TS data here. Okay, so I want to find out. So let's say 012 is just a student ID. Okay, so here I want to figure out which students has a maximum score in calculus and statistic. Yeah, then we do this TS and then what? IDX MAX TS dot DF dot. Okay, so student ID 0. This student has a maximum score in calculus, and the student ID 2, number 2, has the maximum score in statistic. Okay, so you can say that. So in the CO2 dot and then describe. Yeah, so this is an amazing command. So describe here, then they're gonna calculate. See, the number of data for each feature, and then mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, and then 75, 50%, 25, 50, 75% quartile. You know what quartile is, right? Quartile means that what? 25% quartile means that what? The 25% out of data, their values are below the 32.995000. Okay. Okay. And then see that 79.295,500. That means this value. What that means? 75% of the data are below, their values are below the 75.29. Okay. So this is called quartile. So 50% is nothing but median. Okay, median. Right. So this is one one command calculate lots of things. Statistic, inference of statistic, right? Okay, so now then about this CO2, we can calculate CO2. Other command is this CO2 mean. Okay, so for each feature they calculate the mean. The CO2 median. Yeah, this is also CO2 DIAN. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, yeah. So let me stop here. Okay. So the rest of them. One more things. This is important. So F is equal to LAM BDA and the X square. What is it? What's lambda? Okay, lambda is just the
Hey,
function
Dr.
name.
Kim,
Yes.
did you ever change the one that was coming back as like 1700? Because I'm getting really different numbers than you for these last two.
No, I didn't change it. What?
Okay, for CO2 head, your beef CO2 emission was 1,712. Were we supposed to leave it at that or
Let me
have it
see.
as
CO2. What's
17.12
this?
when we created CO2? Yeah, right there. Bottom right-hand corner.
1712.
Is it supposed to be that high?
Give me a second. Beep, beep. 1712. Yes, right. Is it wrong?
Okay.
Yes, right. This is right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Okay. So now the lambda is just a general function name. Okay. I mean f equals lambda, and the lambda. What's the meaning of this? You can say this is we define a function. Okay, that's the meaning of lambda. Okay, so now then, let me see here, lambda. Yeah. So when you define a simple function, we use a lambda. Okay. So now then, df dot apply and f then means apply function f. Oh, df a lambda x bar something wrong x times, I'm sorry, x times one of this. Then they double x times 2 is a 2x, that means double. For the country and capital, they double the string, the population, 2 times the population. Okay, so here I just did lambda. Sometimes we use this one. Okay, that doesn't mean, you know, lambda times something. No, okay, that just declare, when you declare the simple function, we use lambda. All right, that's for today. The rest of them, please look at my lecture note in the Blackboard. Okay, so see, okay, and then